Sue, as the world watches the Russian invasion of Ukraine, Ukraine's president, Volodymyr Zelenskyy, has really become sort of a hero in a lot of people's eyes. The former entertainer turned president has refused to evacuate the capital city of Kyiv, even as President Vladimir Putin's troops moved to take control of the country's government and establish pro-Russia leadership.
Yeah, Zelenskyy has insisted on staying put and fighting and delivering these uplifting speeches for the people of Ukraine, while he's remained a top target of the Russian military, and he's really capturing the hearts of many as this invasion continues. But, you know, his role in Ukraine was very different prior to his election back in 2019. People are shocked to find out that he was one of the most successful comedians in Ukraine before he became president. He had a starring role in a TV show called Servant of the People. Now, that was a satirical comedy, and guess what, Rob? He played a school teacher who became Ukraine's president.
They say there's truth in comedy, but pretending to be president and then becoming president. But how did his career in comedy start?
Well, his entertainment career started like many people's does on a TV comedy competition. In 1997, he was on a competition show called KVN, and then he went on tour with his comedy team, Quarter 95. And from there, he wrote and starred in a lot of comedies, like a musical version of The Three Musketeers and the rom-com called Love in the Big City.
Looking through all the work that he's done, I mean, he's been a popular force in Ukraine. He's won Ukraine's version of Dancing with the Stars in 2006, and come to find out, he was the voice of Paddington in the Ukraine versions of Paddington Bear 1 and Paddington Bear 2.
Yeah, and Paddington, of course, one of my favorite movies, so I've already got a soft spot for him. But this popularity, it led him to a landslide victory against the incumbent in 2019. And now he's using those skills as a communicator to capture the world's attention with his bold defiance against Russia's invasion.
Seems like his history as an entertainer and communicator really comes into play. He says, "I'm here, I will not lay down any weapons, we will defend our state because our weapons are our truth." And in a call with President Joe Biden, it's reported he told him that the fight is here, I need ammunition, not a ride, when offered transportation to safety.
Yes, and it also, when you look at it in comparison to Putin's message, the president of Russia, Putin's been calling the Ukrainian democratically elected government, quote, a gang of drug addicts and neo-Nazis who've holed up in Kyiv and taken the entire Ukrainian nation hostage, end quote. Those kinds of messages to both the Russian soldiers and to the Ukrainians, not really hitting the same sort of notes that the Ukrainian president's message is doing.
I imagine initially when he was running for office, a lot of people said, oh, he's just a comedian, but it doesn't matter where you start off, whether in entertainment or anything else, it just matters about your words and actions now.
Right, and you know, Rob, to be fair, during the Trump administration, when he was involved in the call, the very perfect call that Trump had with him, some were making light of him because he was a comic and thought he was in over his head. But sometimes you rise to meet the challenge, and that's what he seems to be doing right now.